At 3,000 meters, the air cuts like obsidian. A shadow eclipses the sun. It's a golden eagle diving at 300 kilometers per h. Below, a pack of wolves senses the danger. Instinct warns them. The sky has an owner. But this time, the eagle is not hunting wolves. It has come to claim its prize. Who will prevail when the deadliest predators clash for the throne of the mountain? The battle for survival begins now. The golden eagle, Aquila crucitus, rises as the absolute sovereign of the world's heights. From the African Atlas to the Mongolian steppes, its silhouette has forged the pride of ancient empires. It is a winged legend, and its power knows no borders. The grey wolf, Canis lupus, represents the pinnacle of terrestrial strategy. More than a predator, it is a collective mind, coordinated, cunning, and relentless. A pack does not merely chase. It dissects terrain, memorizes mistakes, and evolves with every ambush. When these two forces collide in the verticality of high mountains, nature withdraws its judgment. It becomes nothing more than a witness. What you are about to see shatters every preconceived notion of the hierarchy between sky and earth. The golden eagle transcends the definition of predator. It is the supreme architect of the firmament, carving its dominance centimeter by centimeter, flight after flight, through unbreakable generational legacies. A breeding pair fiercely guards territories of up to 200 square kilometers, a range that is no accident but a masterpiece of ecological precision. Their nests, the imposing eyries, can weigh up to 2 tons after decades of cumulative construction. Organic cathedrals erected on cliffs that defy human imagination. In 2018, researchers from the University of Edinburgh documented a nest in the Scottish cairngorms inhabited continuously for more than a century and a half. 150 years of lineage, avian memory, and absolute territorial dominance. Its sensory arsenal is, strictly speaking, superhuman. Its eyes, equipped with 2 foveae, unlike the single one humans possess, grant it the ability to detect the subtle movement of prey nearly 3 kilometers away. Every feather is a marvel of aerodynamic engineering, capable of pivoting individually like the slats of a living blind to correct trajectory in fractions of a second. In the vast vertical expanse, no other winged creature dares to challenge its space. Its sovereignty in the air is total, inalienable, and majestic. However, the sky has a lower limit, right at that critical threshold, where abyss turns to rock and ground becomes territory. The empire of the wolf begins. What most documentaries omit is that wolves and eagles do not merely coexist in ecosystems. At times, they covet the same prey. And that conflict of interest changes everything. The wolf pack transcends mere animality. It is manifest collective intelligence, a multi-bodied organism that processes, memorizes, and adapts its tactics with a sophistication that challenges any predator hierarchy on Earth. An adult in peak condition can sustain speeds of 60 kilometers per hour over distances of 20 kilometers without faltering. Yet strength is only the most rudimentary component of its supremacy. Its true genius lies in communication. Canis lupus deploys a repertoire of at least 22 distinct vocalizations, intertwined with a symphony of olfactory signals and kinesthetic postures that form a language so complex modern ethology still struggles to decode. When their howls fracture the mountain silence, they are not expressing melancholy. They are executing real-time tactical coordination with surgical precision. After the historic reintroduction in Yellowstone in 1995, science documented the trophic cascade. The mere presence of wolves altered elk behavior, forcing them out of exposed valleys, allowing vegetation to regenerate, river paths to shift, and multiple species to return. Wolves do not simply hunt, they are environmental engineers, reshaping geography with their very presence. They are the architects of the land, just as the eagle is of the sky. In 2021, the Max Planck Institute of Animal Behavior published a GPS tracking study of a pack in the Italian Alps, revealing a disturbing discovery. Wolves systematically frequented rocky ridges used by golden eagles as hunting corridors. It was no coincidence. Wolves had deciphered the flight patterns of raptors to anticipate the location of carrion or vulnerable prey. In essence, they had turned the eagle into an involuntary aerial scout. The wolf has breached the logical boundary between ground and sky. By learning to interpret the eagle's signals, it has transformed the ruler of the air into a tool of its terrestrial arsenal. Both worlds are now irrevocably intertwined in a dance of natural espionage. But if the wolf has learned to exploit the eagle, does the eagle possess the cunning to strike back? The answer defies all biological logic. For decades, scientific dogma held that the golden eagle and the wolf operated in separate dimensions, sky and land, with only incidental interactions. That premise collapsed in the harsh winter of 2019 on the slopes of the Georgian Caucasus. A camera trap from the Palisi Institute of Zoology recorded an unprecedented event in ornithology: an adult female golden eagle repeatedly descending onto the flanks of a wolf pack. Her objective was not random aggression, but active kleptoparasitism, the deliberate theft of prey killed by the canids. When the pack counterattacked, the raptor did not retreat. It remained perched on a rocky vantage point just 6 meters away, waiting through 47 minutes of absolute tension until the wolves relented and abandoned the deer carcass. Only then did the sovereign claim her prize alone. The footage, validated and published by the prestigious journal Ornis Hungarica in 2020, revealed that the eagle meticulously analyzed the pack's social structure. She identified the precise moment of weakest group cohesion to execute a calculated intimidation maneuver. This was not instinct, it was pure tactical intelligence. Researchers concluded that this female, at least 12 years old, had perfected this behavior with the same pack over 3 consecutive winters, turning theft into strategic tradition. The golden eagle does not fear the wolf's ferocity. It dissects its patience, waits for its mistake, and steals its sustenance. The ultimate confrontation between eagle and wolf transcends claws and fangs. It unfolds in the invisible spectrum of adaptive intelligence, a duel where both strategists have perfected methods to exploit each other's vulnerabilities without triggering mutual annihilation. Kleptoparasitism, the systematic theft of resources among predators, has been documented in golden eagle populations across 17 countries. Yet the interaction with wolves reveals a fascinating asymmetry of risk. While an adult wolf weighs between 40 and 60 kilograms, a female golden eagle barely reaches 6. But its aerial dominance renders this mass disparity irrelevant. The raptor can break free from gravity and ascend skyward in less than 2 seconds, beyond the reach of any bite. The wolf may roar, leap, or display intimidation, but it lacks the gift of flight, and the eagle exploits that limitation with surgical precision. Meanwhile, wolf packs have developed a remarkable behavioral response. Field studies in the Romanian Carpathians and the Italian Abruzzo confirm that wolves in high raptor density territories have altered their feeding protocols. They consume prey more rapidly, prioritize the most caloric organs, and abandon carcasses sooner than packs isolated from eagles. They have integrated the threat of aerial assault into their survival code. The eagle has reshaped the wolf's psyche without ever invading its domain. This fragile equilibrium carries a severe biological cost. Eagles that rely too heavily on kleptoparasitism show a decline in active hunting skills, compromising the learning process of their chicks. Meanwhile, wolves coexisting with these raptors exhibit significantly elevated cortisol levels, the stress hormone, according to wildlife biology studies in 2022. In this cold war of nature, survival allows no absolute winners. Yet the harshest winter is still to come. When snow buries the valleys and prey scarcity suffocates the ecosystem, hunger transforms both into desperate, lethal versions of themselves. In that moment of extreme vulnerability, the balance fractures. Territory ceases to be shared and becomes a battlefield of absolute conquest. The golden eagle and the grey wolf transcend the dichotomy of enemies or allies. They represent 2 ancient intelligences locked in perpetual tension. Every interaction, every theft, every hunt pushes the other species toward a more sophisticated and lethal version of itself. In the unforgiving theater of natural selection, there are no absolute victories, only the persistence of biological complexity. Option A. The eagle holds ultimate sovereignty. Its dominion over the sky grants it tactical invulnerability no terrestrial predator can ever match. Option B. The wolf exerts true control. Its mastery of the ground, pack cohesion, and collective strategy dictate the rules of the game. Without solid ground, the eagle has no sustenance. Challenge. Choose your side in the comments and defend it with strong arguments. If this analysis has transformed your perception of wildlife, hit the like button now. Your interaction is the signal the algorithm needs to spread this knowledge to more curious minds around the world. In our next episode, the snow leopard versus the Himalayan brown bear. A confrontation in the most inhospitable peaks on Earth that science is only beginning to unravel. You won't want to miss it.